Right. Now it is started now. नहीं, वो 1 में कर लीजिए. हाँ, स्पीकर लिंक से ही वो आ जाएगा. एक बार देखिए, और नहीं तो फिर पुनीत का नंबर है 92.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
हाँ जी, good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
मिनिस्टीरियल एड्रेस भी है.
जी सर.
मिनिस्टीरियल एड्रेस भी है कि नहीं?
मिनिस्ट्रियल एड्रेस वही मैसेज है सर.
अच्छा,
हाँ, वो वीडियो मैसेज है.
दोनों का 2 लिखे ना यहाँ?
एक है सर.
अच्छा,
मैं प्रोग्राम रखता हूँ सामने. एक है. ये पहला वाला नहीं है.
अच्छा.
दूसरा वाला है.
तो इनका टाइम क्या रखा है इन लोगों का मैसेज का?
मैसेज के आपके बाद होगा मैसेज.
अच्छा,
ये उसी तरीके से वीके गर्ग साहब वेलकम एड्रेस, इसके बाद एड्रेस बाय मिस्टर पोपली, इसके बाद आपका एड्रेस थीम एड्रेस है.
डॉक्टर रमाकांत का है?
रमाकांत वो आते हैं तो बैठ जाएंगे वो.
अच्छा. हाँ, बट हर हालत में हमें किस टाइम पे विकेट करना फॉर यूपी सिंह?
यूपी सिंह के लिए 35-40 का 40 आप सोचें सर.
अच्छा,
हाँ, तब तक ही हो पाएगा, इससे पहले हो भी नहीं पाएगा.
नहीं हो पाएगा
जी, क्योंकि 15 मिनट इनको चाहिएंगे, जो हिज एक्सीलेंसी है हाई कमिश्नर ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलिया.
वो पहले बोलेंगी?
नहीं, वो यूपी सिंह से पहले बोलेंगे ना सर.
ठीक है.
ये बैरी ओ फेरवेल फेरल
नो, बैरी ओ फैरल.
बैरी ओ फेरल
बैरी
बैरी
ओ फैरल.
ओ फेरल.
ओ फैरल.
ओके
ये आयरिश आदमी लग रहा है.
जी.
ओ फैरल मतलब के वहां का, ऑफ फैरल. इनके जैसे हमारे साउथ इंडियन के गांव का उनका नाम बताते थे ना, शहर का.
जी जी.
अच्छा.
तो ये ऑफ फैरल या उसके बाप का नाम.
जी.
और सर ये मिनिस्टर आ रहे हैं सर?
हाँ, मिनिस्टर. अपने मिनिस्टर नहीं आ रहे.
नहीं, अपने नहीं, ये जो जल शक्ति के.
जल शक्ति के नहीं आ रहे.
नहीं आ रहे.
नहीं,
तो फिर कौन आ रहा है? कौन है?
यूपी सिंह साहब ही हैं।
अच्छा अच्छा।
और बाकी अवार्ड तो राजदान साहब एज ए चीफ गेस्ट दे देंगे। तो ये है। ऐश्वर्या,
यस सर।
तो इसमें वो प्रोग्राम तुमने देख लिया, डॉक्टर वी के गर्ग, मिस्टर के एस पोपली, राजदान साहब का थीम एड्रेस, और ये पहला मिनिस्टर नहीं आ रहा है,
राइट सर।
दूसरे का वीडियो लिंक हो गया है। इसके
हाँ जी।
बाद हिज एक्सीलेंसी, इसके बाद यूपी सिंह को प्रोग्राम इस तरीके से करना है कि 40 पे उनको प्लेटफॉर्म,
ठीक है सर।
और इसके बाद अवार्ड्स हैं। अवार्ड्स में भी इंडिविजुअल अवार्ड्स पहले हैं,
राइट सर।
और इसके बाद ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अवार्ड्स हैं।
ऐश्वर्या, ये अपना पर्दा जो है साइड वाला, अगर इसको तुम ठीक कर लो तो तुम्हारा स्क्रीन पीछे बहुत अच्छा है।
इज इट ओके सर?
हाँ, अब मच बेटर है बेटा, मच बेटर।
Am I audible?
यस सर, यस सर।
Morning, Rajan sir. Am I audible?
एब्सोल्युटली लाउड एंड क्लियर।
सर थोड़ा सा सीट को ऊंचा करना पड़ेगा।
पीछे मुझे?
सर
अच्छा।
हेलो, गुड मॉर्निंग। हाँ आइए। है क्यों नहीं है? नहीं नहीं,
Sir, who will give away the awards?
हाय शुभम।
Hello.
ऐश्वर्या,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, you have to unmute yourself.
ऐश्वर्या,
Yes, sir.
ये रमाकांत जी का एड्रेस है 3 मिनट का करीब, तो पोपली साहब के बाद उनको रख दीजिए।
अच्छा सर। ठीक है सर।
ये करीब 3 मिनट का होगा इनका। इसके बाद फिर थीम एड्रेस बाय मिस्टर अनिल राजदान। ठीक है?
ठीक है सर। And sir, who will give away the awards?
राजदान साहब।
Rajasthan.
यूपी सिंह से करवा दो।
वो
क्या
रुकते हैं नहीं रुकते हैं वो देखना पड़ेगा सर। वो रुकते हैं नहीं रुकते हैं वो है, कुछ करा दीजिए आप इसके बाद आप, क्योंकि 30 करीब से अवार्ड हैं।
अच्छा अच्छा
अवार्ड
अच्छा,
ज्यादा है।
ज्यादा है। हाँ, फिर इतना चलो।
जी,
नहीं तो उसकी अहमियत ज्यादा हो जाती।
शुरू कर।
Shall we start, sir?
नहीं नहीं, अहमियत पूरा है सर। हाँ, टाइम हो गया, बिल्कुल स्टार्ट कर दो एकदम।
ठीक है सर।
ठीक,
I'm starting, sir.
या
Very good morning, distinguished delegates, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to day 2 of the 11th World Renewable Energy Technology Congress, Digital Conference and Exhibition. I'm Aishwarya with you. And on the behalf of Energy and Environment Foundation, here is extending a very warm welcome to all of you. As you know that energy for sustainable development is not only a very popular issue, but also a very important one. There is an unprecedented momentum for leaving the fossil fuel age behind us. With a rapid transition to renewable energy and energy efficiency, we can turn the tide with efforts like World Renewable Energy Technology Congress, bringing together all the experts and all the stakeholders, brainstorming and putting ideas to work. We can prove that a transition to renewable energy is possible and is happening right now. So we have had a very productive day. That is the day one of the conference, and which saw sharing of information and experiences and best practices, bringing together experts and all the stakeholders of the energy sector. And the morning session of day two is dedicated to the Global Award Ceremony 2020. As you know that these awards that have been instituted since 2011 celebrate excellence, innovation, and best practices in the energy, environment, and water sector. So let us begin the day two. I would request our esteemed guest, Dr. V.K. Garg, to commence the session with his welcome address. He's former CMD, Power Finance Corporation Limited. Dr. Garg, giving away the virtual stage to you, sir.
Very good morning. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Esteemed dignitaries at the dais, President of the Environment Energy Foundation, Mr. Anil Rajdhan, Excellencies, government departments, experts, awardees of global awards, academia, participants, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second day of the 4th World Water Summit and the 11th World Renewable Energy Technology Congress today, that is 16 December 2020 at New Delhi in a virtual digital congress and exhibition. Today is an important day because the awardees, the individuals who hail from many industries, organizations, institutions have put forward the excellent, outstanding contribution of their executives in furthering of knowledge, awareness, technology, line function, leadership, financial acumen, entrepreneurship, and organization development towards the furtherance of corporate growth, sectoral growth, direct and indirect contribution to the national growth and the GDP. All this in their own perspective, in their respective field, in their respective organization. And the organization and institutes have realized, appreciated, and promoted their excellence and have therefore sponsored or put forward their names for consideration for the awards. They deserve a big hand and congratulations. The Congress yesterday discussed a wide spectrum of the climate, the impact of water, the importance of water, the various measures that are being taken by water, the various policies relating to water, what is being done in India, what is being done elsewhere, and what are the challenges and what are the solutions. Taking forward what the nexus between the water, energy, food, climate, environment was also discussed. This emanated and gave a challenge before the audience and the speakers as to how to contain the impact of greenhouse gases on environment and climate change and impact of weather on crops, food, health, hygiene. The challenge to greenhouse gases comes from the renewable energy. The renewable energy could be solar, it could be wind, it could be hydro, It could be geothermal. It could be what you call as your wave energy, and many more types of energy. Hydrogen fuel cell is a very important item in this, which will provide fuel for mobility as well as in the process manufacture or create water out of air. The impact of renewable energy initially was objected, or rather certain constraints were explained by certain experts that, look, these are intermittent in nature. Sometimes you have clouds, you don't have sun. Sometimes you don't have wind, so you cannot rely on them. And therefore, the fossil fuel needs to continue and the nuclear needs to continue. But with the passage of time, the issue of grid stability, the intermittent nature of the renewable energy has been solved to a great extent by another disruptive technology, that is introduction of megawatt storage batteries. These batteries have provided storage of the renewable energy to give a constant flow. Now, the third variant is the wind.
Well, we seem to be having some technical issues with the audio there.
Your voice is muted, sir. Dr. Gar, it is muted.
You have to unmute, sir.
Dr. Gar, it is, yeah. Yeah, please.
No. Is it on or off?
Yeah, it is on.
Yes, hear you, sir. Please continue, sir.
Please continue.
No, I had finished.
Okay.
Do I repeat?
It's okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. The last part. Yeah, yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for all those insights, sir. And now I request Mr. K.S. Pokley, former CMD, Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited, and the chairman of the steering committee, World Renewable Energy Technology Congress, to enlighten us with few words.
Thank you, Aishwarya. His Excellency Barry O'Farrell, High Commissioner of Australia, Shri Anil Rajdanji, former Secretary Power and Chairman, Energy and Environment Foundation, Dr. Ramakant, Deputy Advisor, Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, Dr. V.K. Garg, former CMD at PFC, Dr. Anil Garg, other distinguished delegates, friends, it's an honor and pleasure once again to be speaking to you on this very important event of the morning of award function. Energy and Environment Foundation Awards are to recognize and honor outstanding contribution to environment, sustainability, water management, green buildings, water technology, and water conservation. Why this is of great importance is because combating climate change has become more urgent than ever before, as efforts of temperature rise and unsustainable use of resources will have a devastating effect for the future generation. Just to give you an example, maybe you would have gone through this data, but a sea level rise, if the temperature rises by 1.5 degrees Celsius, would be around 0.48 meters. Vis-a-vis, if the temperature rise goes to 3 degrees centigrade, it will be 8.85 meters. You can understand the devastating effect that climate change is going to have on this. Average drought length will increase from 2 days to maybe 10 days in a year. And global per capita GDP will fall from 8% to 25% if the temperature rises to 23 degrees Celsius. And we have seen in recent pandemic how a 23 degree fall in GDP has affected everybody. So there is no denying the fact that climate change is extremely important today. Effect of change will also, it will have an effect on all walks of life. And we also have water management here. So water stress will affect almost 48% people if the temperature rises. 821 persons are undernourished partly because of droughts. So these are some of the figures that I wanted to give you. Energy access again is a critical issue, as 1.1 billion people are still without access to electricity. And access to electricity affects their healthcare, drinking water, education, clean cooking, safety and security. So all these effects are going to take place if we are not worried on climate and environment. And that is why this is to honor those people who are working their bit towards environment and environment foundation, energy and environment, because they are very, very closely linked, and that also has a link with water. Our awards are to recognize efforts in this direction, and I must compliment efforts of Energy and Environment Foundation in this direction for last 11 years under the leadership of Anil Rajdan sir and Dr. Anil Kumarkar. With these words, I would like to thank everyone for joining here and would like to congratulate all the awardees who will be getting the awards in the hands of Mr. UP Singh sir and Mr. Anil Rajdan ji. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us and sharing your views on this very important day and topic. Next, we have the pleasure of having with us Mr. Ramakant Goswami, Deputy Advisor, PHE, CPHEEO, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, Government of India, joining us. Thank you so much, Mr. Goswami, for joining us this morning. It is indeed our pleasure of having you. I'll hand over the virtual stage to you. Mr. Goswami.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So first of all, and I am not Goswami, I am only Dr. Ramakant. So that is not an issue. So good morning to all. Good morning to all. No issue, ma'am. No issue. So it's my great pleasure to be here in the World Water Summit 2020. So first of all, I would like to extend my gratitude to Energy and Environment Foundation for organizing World Water Summit 2020. As we all know, that year 2020 has been very challenging due to the ongoing COVID pandemic. Now there is an urgent call to transform sanitation and provide clean and safe water for better health of the societies. And therefore, the theme for this year's summit, clean and safe drinking water for all, fits rightly into the current scenario. As we know that the population of our country is growing and growing. So by the year 2050, it is expected that the 50% of the urban, the country population will be urbanized. So this will in turn increase the stress on the existing urban infrastructure of water and sanitation. As far as Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs is concerned, Government of India is determined in improving the urban water management and sanitation by providing financial assistance to the states and urban territories with a strong policy, data systems, and capacity building programs. As we all know that the Government of India is implementing Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation, that is AMRUT, in 500 cities, with one of the objectives is to provide adequate, safe, and affordable piped drinking water to all the people in urban areas to meet their personal, hygiene, and economic uses. The target is to provide 13.9 million water tap connections to achieve universal coverage and 14.5 million sewer connections to enhance substantial sewerage network coverage. So far, under the AMRUT, we have provided 9.2 million water tap connection and 5.9 million sewer connections as on date. The mission also includes the 13 cities and towns on the stem of the main rivers with a population having more than 75,000 and less than 1 lakh for water and sanitation management. Now, if we talk about the Australia-India Water Initiative. I am very much thankful to the government of Australia that we are going to have a cooperation with this government of Australia and the government of India on the South Asia Water Security Initiatives. Our Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, has shown its interest to have a cooperation with government of Australia in the water sector for setting up a demonstration project, technical cooperation, and capacity building through various regional workshops. So government of Australia is also committed to provide financial and technical support for encouraging and support startup organizations in the water sector. The technical assistance would mainly focus on the wastewater treatment and recycling subsectors so as to conserve the water resources. I hope both India and Australia will work together to achieve our goals. The aim of this initiative is to implement the water-related programs to transform the cities into strong, adaptable, and water-sensitive spaces to provide safe and reliable water for one and all. With these few words, I would like to conclude my speech. Thank you very much. Next to you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir, for those words. And I am really sorry for the name Gufa, but we really appreciate having you on this virtual platform, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, as you all know that the theme of the World Renewable Energy Technology Congress 2020 is renewable energy, energy efficiency, and sustainable solutions. And this is a very important topic. And to throw some more light on this, I'll invite Mr. Anil Rajdan, former Secretary Power, Government of India, and Chairman of Energy and Environment Foundation. Mr. Rajdan, can I have over the mic, virtual mic to you now?
Thank you, Aishwarya. A very warm welcome from my side to all the distinguished delegates who have been with us since yesterday. We will today have the pleasure of a good Australian representation. The Honourable Minister for Foreign Affairs, the Minister for Resources, Water in Northern Australia, Honourable Mr. Keith Pitt, and the Australian High Commissioner in India, Mr. Barry O'Farrell, and our own Secretary, Ministry of Water Resources, Shri U.P. Singh. So yesterday's day was more or less devoted entirely to renewable energy, but today we will have a water component. And I would briefly allude to what should be the focus for water, because my colleagues have spoken extensively yesterday and today on renewable energy and some other related issues. So I would concentrate on water today as a message. And I would say that water is a prerequisite for life on the planet. And the first search in any interplanetary exploration also is for water, whether it be Moon, Mars, Venus, or any other planet. And one of the vital elements of nature is water, without which any living organism, whether a human being, animal life, or plant life, cannot survive. And this is the cause of a lot of desertification. And of course, there is an increasing threat now of submergence. So too much of water, also of the wrong type, is bad. Now, water is in categories of potable, non-potable, saline, and treated waste or waste. It can be surface, it can be underground. I would say that the sustainability mantra, which my distinguished colleagues have talked about, was really first highlighted in the Brundtland Commission in 1987, where sustainable development was defined as development which meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. Renewable resources should be exploited in a manner which do not deplete the stock for future generations and composition of the resource. And I think water is one of the most essential ingredients in that sustainability paradigm. The elements in the natural system which are critical for maintenance of life, we identified, the Brundtland Commission had said, in all human activities be oriented so as to avoid endangering these elements locally, regionally, or internationally. Now, the UN in its Sustainability Development Goals, and I think on the topic of water, had identified at least 3 goals which have a direct bearing on water and human life. And goal number 3 is good health and well-being. Goal number 6, clean water and sanitation. And goal number 14, life below water also. That's equally important. So all this, whether it is good health and well-being, clean water, sanitation, and life below water, all this deals with living beings. Human being has to not only look for itself, but for other beings on earth. The emerging threats to life support systems are gross pollution of surface water, mindless waste, expansion of crops which are depleting both surface water as well as underground water. These practices have to change. There's also the threat from global warming, and that is rise in the ocean water and submergence of lowlands and delta and islands. In our own immediate vicinity, Bangladesh would be under threat, and even cities like Bombay, which are coastal cities, not to talk of the islands around us. Keeping these threats in mind, I think today's deliberations would indeed be lending a lot of wisdom. We've had some very good interventions yesterday in the field of water from Australia, from Egypt, also from Finland and Denmark. And I think these contributions will stay with us. And I think if posterity is to be left with a better prospect, there is no more precious resource than water. It is my honor and privilege to welcome Mr. U.P. Singh, also who has joined us and who was awarded yesterday with the highest award of this foundation. And we look forward to his being with us today and giving his address shortly. Thank you very much. Over to you, Aishwarya.
Thank you so much, sir. And I extend my warm welcomes to Mr. U.P. Singh, sir, as well. Very good morning to you, sir.
Very good morning. Thank you.
All right. It is our huge privilege this morning for having been joined in this conference by Honorable Keith John Pitt. He's the Minister for Resources, Water and Northern Australia. He's a member of the National Party and he has represented the division of Hinkler in Queensland since the 2013 federal election. We have a message from him. Let's play the message, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to be able to speak at this exciting event, albeit through video. Australia and India have had a strong and cooperative relationship on our water resources management for many years. Our first bilateral memorandum of understanding dates back to 2009 and was successfully renewed in June as part of the broader comprehensive strategic partnership that was agreed between our two countries. Australia and India share many challenges, particularly in sustainably managing water resources. Balancing the water needs of communities, industry, agriculture and the environment is increasingly challenging given climate variability and rising demand for water. Our federal government systems mean we share the challenges of working with governments at all levels to deliver better water outcomes. In recent years, we've worked together on river basin planning, groundwater management and water data, and the renewed water MOU will further deepen cooperation between our governments, technical agencies and private sector partners. New areas for cooperation range from institutional frameworks to streamflow forecasting and resilience measures. The Australian Department of Agriculture, Water and the Environment is working with the Indian Ministry of Jal Shakti to prioritise and streamline new projects under the agreed Water MOU work plan. This includes government-to-government policy exchange and business-to-business technical collaboration and training and capability building. The outbreak of COVID-19 has emphasised the importance of safe water and sanitation services for human health and well-being. It motivates us to continue sharing water expertise as we recover from the pandemic's impacts. I'm confident that our cooperation will create more achievements, including through the new Australia-India Water Security Initiative, which my colleague, the Foreign Minister, announced today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It was indeed a pleasure getting a message from you and talking about the India-Australia cooperation for better water outcomes. And our next esteemed guest is His Excellency Mr. Barry O'Farrell, Australia's High Commissioner to India. Of course, he has had a glorious career, having been the 43rd Premier of the New South Wales and the Minister for Western Sydney from 2011 to 2014. He was also the leader of the New South Wales Liberal Party from 2007 to 2014 and a member of New South Wales Legislative Assembly as well from 1995 to 2015. So I extend my warm greetings on behalf of Energy and Environment Foundation to Mr. Barry O'Farrell. Sir, thank you so much for having joined us today. Handing over the virtual stage to you, sir, now.
Namaste, and I want to thank Anil Rusden for the invitation to be here today. I'm privileged to be with such a distinguished panel. I'm delighted that Secretary Singh from Jal Shakti is here, and I know that there is high-level interest in this, as you've seen from Minister Pitt's contribution. Distinguished guests, let me share with you some of my reflections on Australia's water reform journey to date and our history of joint cooperation on water with India, which has been mentioned already. While we all know Australia and India share a love of cricket, we also share a thirst for water security. As our populations increase and our climate becomes more variable, we face growing challenges in providing reliable and affordable access to water, particularly for our growing cities. As Dr. Ramakant said, there couldn't have been a more appropriate summit theme than clean and safe drinking water for all. Access to clean water is vital for health, security, stability, and sustainable development, as Mr. Rusden reminded us. COVID has reinforced the importance of access to clean water in observing hygiene protocols and in controlling the spread of the virus. While we're in the midst of a global pandemic, it's only last year that Australia was in the throes of drought, and not long before we faced significant flood events. And Australia is not alone in experiencing increased cycles of flood and drought that challenge our ability to provide clean and safe drinking water for our citizens. Both our nations are grappling with changes in climate and are prone to heat waves, droughts, floods, and other extreme weather events, which have the potential to significantly impact water availability and, of course, water consumption. As federations, both of our countries must work in a coordinated fashion with centre and state and strive to adapt to our changing environments. For both of us, the task of ensuring ongoing access to clean and safe drinking water is becoming more complex, particularly given increasing population and urbanisation. Australia is a vast continent, and our approach to water supply for any of our cities depends on the city's geography, geology, and demography. For example, in the western coastal city of Perth, desalinated water now provides nearly half of its water requirements. In other cities, such as Brisbane on our eastern seaboard, thanks to greater rainfall, it looks to water recycling and underground or surface storage to meet its needs. Regardless of the location, Australia has learnt that water efficiency over hard infrastructure is almost always the cost-effective solution. The Millennium Drought of 1996 to 2010 helped to progress Australia's long overdue shift from seeking to build more supply to a focus on demand management to meet our water requirements. I can report that the strong community ethos around water conservation developed through those tough years of the Millennium Drought continue today. While Australia is regularly asked to share its expertise in water management and partners across the Indo-Pacific region and beyond, we recognise we still have much to learn from others, including India. And so we were delighted, as the Minister for Resources in Australia has said, when our two governments signed a memorandum of understanding back in 2009 and renewed it again this year during our virtual summit with our leaders. The comprehensive strategic partnership was affirmed at that meeting, and it's unsurprising that water security was included as a priority for cooperation. That renewed MOU provides a strong vehicle to work together to deepen our cooperation on water. While a new and exciting chapter is beginning, we shouldn't forget that our two countries share a history of collaboration on water stretching back to the 1980s. That's the history that Minister Pitt referred to. Officials from India and Australia met as part of the joint working group under the Water MOU in mid-September this year, and there's a packed program of activity that they have planned for the coming period. Last week, I launched the Australia-India Water Dialogue, along with the Joint Secretary for the Ministry of Jal Shakti, which will be a virtual platform for high-level engagement between Australia and India water professionals. The inaugural hosting of the Water Dialogue, which focused on dam management, was well received, with more than 240 participants across 20 Indian states and almost all of the Australian states. We look forward to further editions of the Water Dialogue, which will deliberate on key issues of water resource management on a regular basis. Aside from this dialogue, government-to-government policy exchange, Australia's ongoing water-related investments in India are the Water for Women and the Australian Water Partnership programs. The Water for Women initiative is supporting more inclusive access to water and sanitation, with obviously an emphasis on women and young girls. Meanwhile, the Australian Water Partnership program provides direct support to governments and utilities to share Australia's private sector expertise in water resource management. The AWP has recently announced the extension to India of its Young Water Professionals program, which aims to build the capacity of future leaders, many of whom are likely to be joining this summit today, to support sustainable water management across India. We look forward to continuing to foster close relationships between Australia and India's future leaders on water and related issues. At the 4th World Water Summit, as mentioned by Minister Pitt, the government is pleased to announce the launch of the Australia-India Water Security Initiative. Through this initiative, Australia will invest $10 million over the next 4 years to strengthen access to clean and safe drinking water while helping to enhance climate resilience across India's megacities. This initiative builds on our earlier bilateral work with India, but also recognises the new realities of a post-COVID world in which urban water management continues as a priority area for politicians and policymakers alike. Of particular importance, given our shared climate challenges, is that the initiative will allow Australia to share its knowledge and experiences in transitioning cities from stormwater catchments to water-sensitive spaces, which has allowed us in Australia to better manage our water resources. It'll demonstrate how low-cost, nature-based solutions can be harnessed to build healthier and more water-resilient cities. The initiative will also share Australia's lessons on how to undertake collaborative water governance. This will form a critical part of the investment, as we know when we include the voices of particularly vulnerable groups in decision-making processes, we increase the prospects for sustainable and long-term impact. While we aim to collaborate with India through this investment, we also recognise the large advances which have already been undertaken by the Government of India in urban water management. And so we'll look to complement efforts underway within the urban water sector in the true spirit of partnership. The announcement of the Australia-India Water Security Initiative marks yet another milestone in our deepening engagement based on shared interests, values and outlooks. through this new program and our broader water agenda. I look forward to seeing the Australia-India partnership grow and intensify, and through it, see a strong and prosperous future for both our nations. I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you today.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, His Excellency, on sharing your thoughts on India-Australia cooperation on water management. Thank you so much, sir, for having joined us. And it is also indeed a great honor of having been joined this morning by Mr. U.P. Singh, Minister of Jal Shakti, Government of India. Sir, our heartfelt gratitude for joining us on this very important event. Your, of course, presence means a lot to us. Welcoming you to the virtual stage, sir, and requesting you to kindly share a few words.
Aishwarya, how much time should I take?
Sir, as much as you wish, sir.
Oh. Honorable His Excellency, Australian High Commissioner to India, my senior colleague Anil Rajdanji, and all the friends, very good morning to all of you. I was briefly present yesterday to receive the award, and today I feel honored that I have got an opportunity to share some of my thoughts and some of the initiatives which Government of India has taken, especially in recent times. So I would basically start first with some of the initiative which Government of India has taken in recent times. As perhaps everyone knows that right now water is one of the topmost priorities for the government. In fact, soon after, for the second time, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji took over as Prime Minister of India, this Ministry of Jal Shakti was formed. And the purpose of Ministry of Jal Shakti, formation of a new ministry, was basically slowly to integrate all water-related functions at one place. So India is a huge country, and water is basically being dealt in a fragmented manner at so many places. Still, it may not be possible that all water-related issue is basically dealt by one ministry, but this is I would say, a first beginning whereby Ministry of Jal Shakti, which was basically taking care more of a supply side, and the Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation, which is basically a demand side kind of a ministry. So supply and demand must talk to each other. So these two ministries were merged. Not only these two ministries were merged. For example, we were basically interested with rejuvenation of River Ganga and its tributaries, whereas rejuvenation of other rivers was with still Ministry of Environment and Forest. So now that has also come to our fold. So what I was trying to tell, that Ministry of Jal Shakti has primarily been formed basically to deal water in a more integrated manner. I would also like to mention one incident when Prime Minister took over for the second time in his first Mann Ki Baat. Everybody is aware that I think last Sunday of every month at 11 a.m., he has this Mann Ki Baat where he shares his thoughts on important issues with the nation through a radio. And in that Mann Ki Baat, he spoke for more than 10 minutes only on water and water conservation, and how we had a very glorious tradition of conserving water, and that was good enough basically to create a kind of awareness and buzz around water. We started what is called a Jal Shakti Abhiyan last year. Jal Shakti Abhiyan was taken up in 256 districts, water states district of the country. It was not a scheme, it was not a program. It was basically creating a buzz around water. So everybody started talking about water. A lot of activities was also taken up during this period. We wanted to continue that this year, but because of pandemics, the fact that officers from Government of India could not travel to the districts, but still we had what is a campaign this year called Catch the Rain campaign. The full campaign is Catch the Rain where it falls, when it falls. So that campaign is going on, and we are also now geared up for taking a Jal Shakti Abhiyan 2. And this time we do not want to concentrate on 256 water states district. We want to do it in whole of the country, because in some way or the other, every part of the country faces some scarcity of the water, of course, in varying degrees actually. Our flagship programs have done well, whether it was Prime Minister Krishi Sinchai Yojana, different components of it, irrigation, watershed management, micro irrigation, per drop, more crop. These were the components of PMKSY. But I would like to particularly mention about another mission which is going on called Namami Gange mission. I remembered when I had joined as a Director General National Mission for Clean Ganga, that was on 1st October 2016. And then I have found that there was basically atmosphere was one of skepticism and of despondency, a disbelief, because most of the people talk that nothing can be done. If nothing has been done over the last 30 years, we are not very hopeful that things would change. But I must tell you that that atmosphere of skepticism and despondency today has given way to an atmosphere of hope, belief, and satisfaction to a certain extent actually. Today, all the initiatives of a Namami Gange mission has resulted into a much better quality of water in the river Ganges and its tributaries. In fact, a very large number of almost all ambassadors also were there last year at the Kumbh, and they themselves saw the kind of water quality which the river Ganges has right now. Because initially it was, I remember when I had joined it, people were talking only of constructing some ghats and crematoria and some sewage infrastructure. Today it is an integrated mission, because not many people understand that what a river rejuvenation means. River rejuvenation is not same as river cleaning. That's why I don't call it a Ganga cleaning. I call it a Ganga rejuvenation. And by Ganga here we mean Ganga and all its tributary. A rejuvenation requires a lot of things. One, of course, is that a sewage or the industrial effluent which is entering the river should not enter untreated. But apart from that, for example, most important for any river is basically flow of water in the river. For example, Yamuna, I remember Professor Tariq from IIT Kanpur, in the very beginning gave me one line. He says the river is one that flows. If a river does not flow, it's not a river. And for that count, Yamuna in Delhi for 8 months, it's not a river because it doesn't flow. So what is very important is basically bringing the water back to the river. And for that, we have to do so many things actually. One is, of course, everybody knows that our water use efficiency is very poor. We over-extract surface water, we over-extract groundwater. And as a result, someone may say that what is the kind of a relationship of over-extraction of groundwater with a river rejuvenation? It has a lot of connections. Our rivers are not same as rivers in the West and many other countries of the world actually. Our rivers get a lot of water during the rainy season, and during the lean season, most of them gets dry. The reason being that in lean season, basically we get water. Where do we get water in the rivers in the lean season? Basically, we get water from aquifers. So if the aquifers go dry, the water will not come back to the rivers. Rivers which were gaining rivers is becoming a losing river today. So similarly, biodiversity conservation, afforestation, wetland conservation, floodplains protection, all this is now part of the Ganga rejuvenation. Ganga rejuvenation is not only a sewage and industrial effluent management. And that's what has started. For the first time, we stipulated something called a e-flow. Some people may say Rajan sir has been in the power sector for very long. So some of the hydropower plants basically complained that if we have to leave so much water for the as an e-flow or environment flow in the river, our power generation will get affected. But then power generation we are doing because there is a river. Tomorrow, if there is no river, where will we generate power from? So for the first time, we brought out a e-flow notification as far as the Ganga is concerned. So I was trying to tell you that we are now, Ganga rejuvenation is being dealt in an integrated fashion actually, where all components are being taken care of. It's not just the Nirmalta, but in Aviralta. But even on sewage infrastructure, I would like to share here some initiatives. In India, I failed because right now I am not looking after the sewage infrastructure only in Ganga and its Ganga basin, but all the states, whatever the sewage infrastructure have been created. And I came to a conclusion that we pay for construction, we do not pay for performance. At least that is true as far as the sewage infrastructure is concerned. We do build a sewage treatment plant, for example, but we don't bother to provide operation and maintenance of that STP. We do not bother for its performance. And that's why we brought a paradigm shift in the way sewage is managed in this country. One is what is called a hybrid annuity mode. Hybrid annuity mode, people in this country have heard of only as far as the road sector is concerned. I remember when I was DG, when I first brought it, my minister, later Mr. Gadkari, when he was minister, he says, I have my own doubts that your hybrid annuity mode will succeed here. And today we have a couple of plants already functional, which have been built under hybrid annuity mode. I'll just take a minute to just explain. Basically, under hybrid annuity mode, we pay 40% of the capex. Of course, firstly, we have provided 15% O&M as part of the project cost. Because if I spend 100 crores and I do not provide for operation and maintenance, that 100 crore also goes west. So it's better to provide 100 crore for capex and 100 crores or whatever amount is required for next 15 years operation and maintenance. So that was projectized now. But more than that, what we are doing is we are paying only 40% of the capex to the developer or concessionaire. Balance 60%, he has to basically do a financial tie-up. He should do a financial closure. And we will pay that. We'll pay 60% of that. Not only that, we'll pay interest on that also at a very good rate. We'll pay O&M, which he has quoted, but we would pay it over a period of next 15 years after the project is commissioned, every year in 4 equated quarterly installments, subject to, that is where the catch lies, subject to that his performance is found satisfactory in terms of the design parameters for which the STP was designed. If he doesn't perform that, then he is not paid, or there would be a very substantial cut actually. So as a result, what we have found is that right from the beginning, first of all, he is not that he builds it and just goes away from there. He is tied to that project for next 15 years. And secondly, since his funds, getting back his funds is dependent on the performance of the plant right from the beginning, whether it's a design, whether it's a construction, he tries to optimize. Even quality he wants to ensure, because whatever amount he has quoted for operation and maintenance, he has to manage within that. So if he makes a poor quality plant, he will have to spend more on operation and maintenance. Similarly, he has quoted something on energy. Now, if he is not energy efficient, then he will have to, we will pay him only what amount he has quoted actually. Beyond that, we will not pay him. So not only that, so this is one, so idea of a hybrid annuity mode here is basically to ensure long-term sustained performance of a sewage infrastructure which we are creating. We have gone one step beyond that. In HAM model itself, we have gone for a concept now called one city, one operator. This we have already done in Allahabad and Prayagraj and Kanpur, where we are all brownfield sewage treatment plants and the greenfield sewage treatment plants. Now that is the responsibility of one concessionaire. So basically, he would operate and maintain. First, maybe if any upgradation is required, he will upgrade the existing sewage infrastructure. He will operate, maintain in that. He will build the new sewage infrastructure. He will operate, maintain in that for next 15 years. So basically, I have to deal with only one kind of an operator, only one concessionaire for the whole city actually. So I just wanted to tell that it's not that sewage, we are concentrating on other things, but we are also, sewage infrastructure is also important for us. And now our focus has shifted from just construction to performance. So, well, not only a capacity creation, but capacity utilization. If you see any data anywhere, it talks of, for example, sewage generation. Okay, somebody say that, okay, Indian cities generate so much of sewage. Then the next data would be that sewage, so much capacity of sewage treatment has been created. Nowhere you will get a data that what is the average amount of sewage getting treated. So capacity creation is one thing. For different regions, the utilization, whether operation and maintenance is not there, you don't pay for the pumping stations, energy charges for the pumping stations. You don't pay for the house connections. So maybe a network is there, STP is there, but houses are not connected. So there were a lot of regions. So we are trying to basically do this not only in Ganga and Ganga Basin, but throughout the country actually. So this, I thought, one of the important initiatives which we have taken. Some of the new initiatives of recent times, I would very briefly like to say. One, I would like to talk about Jal Jeevan Mission. Everybody knows that drinking water, a safe drinking water, is very important for the country, for health regions or for growth regions, whatever it may be. It's a fact. I would not say that this is for the first time that drinking water kind of a scheme has been launched, but this is a little different than the earlier schemes or earlier avatars actually. The goalpost has changed. Earlier, the goalpost was not to provide, never it was thought of that every household in rural areas, urban areas, of course, large number of people have connections, but every household in rural area is to be provided with a functional tap connection, which will provide him a good quality BIS standard water in regularly in a stipulated quantity, which we have fixed at 55 liter per capita per day. And when Honorable Prime Minister announced this from the ramparts of Red Fort on 15th August 2019, at that point of time, some out of approximately 19 crore household, 190 million households are there in rural areas. Out of that, only 3.23 crore had connections. That was our figure set. Today we have more than 6 crores connections. So in this period only, because he announced on 15th August and then it was approved by the cabinet, and later on guidelines were approved in December 2019. So actual implementation started after December 2019 when guidelines were issued. But still, we have been able to do almost 3 crores more. We have added almost 3 crores to 3.23 crores was there. And we are adding 1 lakh connection every day under Jal Jeevan Mission. But as I have told earlier, Jal Jeevan Mission is not just an infrastructure project. The functionality, the regularity of supply, the quality of water, all these are equally important. There are, of course, quite a few other things about this project. For example, this is a community-led implementation. The plans have been prepared by Village Water and Sanitation Committee, and those committees have at least 5 women in each of those committees. So there are qualities are very important of Jal Jeevan Mission. In fact, we are not only setting up new testing facilities, whether at a state level, district level, block level, and below, or even a household functional kit to test water, but we are opening for the first time our testing facility to the public. One of the reasons why we all go for RO, etc. in our houses, because we are not very sure. The water quality coming off the tap may be a potable water, but I am not very sure that my water which is coming in my tap is a potable water. And I do not know how to get it tested actually. The way today, if I have to get a blood test done, I can call a technician home, I can give him sample and can see in the evening, I can see what my test reports are. Unfortunately, in case of water, the people are not able to see it. So we are opening for the first time a facility for the public to get their water tested. So that's our Jal Jeevan Mission in very brief. A Swachh Bharat Mission, everybody is aware of that story actually, not only in India, but abroad also, that how in 5 years, India became open defecation free, more than 10.5 crores toilets were constructed. But that's not the end of Swachh Bharat Mission, because there would be new houses, there would be need for a new toilets to be constructed. So once ODF, we should remain always an ODF. So we are adding, this year also we have already constructed about 40 lakhs toilets almost. Wherever we found that if there was any gap or something, or wherever it was not possible to construct individual toilets, we are constructed what is called a community water and sanitation complex. But that's one part, and the use part of it. So sustainability is one important part, and that's why we have now what is called SBM phase 2. And in SBM phase 2, sustainability is one part, but more important parts are basically liquid and solid waste management. And in my opinion, solid and liquid waste management in rural areas. So far, we have been talking only of solid and liquid waste management in urban areas. In rural areas, for the first time, basically, we are talking in a big way that every village we will have a solid and liquid waste management. We are working on that. I understand that this is a little more difficult than just construction of toilet, because construction of toilet could be a one-time activity and by and large people use it actually. But solid and liquid waste management is something every day solid waste gets generated, every day liquid waste gets generated. If we have better availability of water, more grey water will also get generated in the villages. So that's why we have a SBM phase 2, and both these projects are funded well. You may be aware that Jal Jeevan Mission, the total outlay for 5 years is something like 3,60,000 crore. Funding is very important part. And here also, we have almost 1,40,000 crore to be spent on Jal Jeevan Mission phase 2. The one other scheme which I would like to very briefly mention is about is what is called Atal Bhujal Yojana. This was also launched by Honorable Prime Minister on 25th December last year. This is, in terms of money, this is not a big project. This is a World Bank assisted project, and the total outlay is only 6,000 crore over a period of 5 years. Only 7 states we have taken. But why I am making a mention of it here is that this is bringing a paradigm shift in the way groundwater management is done in this country. Unfortunately, I would say that groundwater has not received the kind of attention it should have received in the past. One is that groundwater is an invisible resource. It's not a visible resource. You can see a canal, you can see a dam. It's very difficult to see a groundwater actually. So, but then groundwater, more than 65% of irrigation in this country comes from groundwater. Even in states like, let's say, Uttar Pradesh, which has lots of canal, 80% of irrigation water comes from groundwater. Even in Punjab, something like 73% of the total water comes from the groundwater for irrigation. In rural areas, for drinking water, 85% of rural drinking water needs are met from groundwater. Even in industry, about 50% is met from the groundwater. Urban areas, so about 50% urban water supply is met from the groundwater. But then groundwater is something which is very valuable for us. But in certain parts of the country, we have been over extracting groundwater to the extent that extraction is something like 200% or 250% of what is going inside the earth in the aquifers actually. And mind you, this is the biggest storage structure we have. All our dams put together do not store as much water as aquifers or the groundwater storage is there. So under Atal Bhujal Yojana, what we are talking of participatory groundwater management with emphasis on demand side management. So two keywords here are participatory and the other is demand side management. So far, we have been talking in this country more of a supply side management, how to increase the availability of water. But there are limits to a supply side management. But demand side management, there is a huge scope because we are a very inefficient user of water. Be it agriculture, be it industry, be it municipal water supply, our non-revenue water would be something like 40-50%. Whereas most of the advanced countries, today non-revenue water is in one digit actually. The very recently, I was sharing a platform with ambassador from Denmark to our country, and he was saying that in Denmark there is a 6% is the non-revenue water actually, which we are not able to think of today. Our water, agriculture consumes almost 89% of the total water, and water use efficiency in agriculture is something like 35 to 40%. Same is the case with the industry in the sense that the specific water consumption, let's say for production of 1 ton of steel or production of 1 ton of paper is much higher than the benchmarks, whether it's the best benchmarks in India or whether it's an international benchmark. And that's what I say, that this inefficiency in a way is our strength. And that's why a lot of people are basically saying that how we are going to run out of groundwater, how we are going to run out of water, and how India is going to face the worst kind of a water scarcity. I don't agree. I don't agree because I for two reasons. One is that if we can increase our efficiency, everybody says that, okay, your population would increase by 230 or 240 or 250 to such and such extent, and then your water demand also will increase accordingly. Why should a population increase necessarily lead to an increase in water demand? USA last 20 years, they have not increased their water demand. Canada has reduced their water demand over last 10 years or 20 years. So if we can become efficient in agriculture, in industry, in our domestic water supply, then there would be enough water available, because India gets more than 1,000 millimeter of rainfall on an average. It's a fact that there is a huge variation as far as huge variability as far as both temporal as well as spatial variability. But how can a country which has more than 1,000 millimeter of rainfall? Now people come all kinds of data, like people will come and say that our per capita availability of water, which was more than 5,000 meter cube per year, has come down to 1,450. That's obvious. Our total water availability remains same. So numerator remains same. Now denominator has become 4 or 5 times larger, so per capita availability has become less. But why is this per capita availability so important? I need water basically for my drinking and domestic needs actually. It is not that for agriculture, maybe it is calculated what is the water availability per hectare of cultivable land or something, one can understand. And I was trying to calculate yesterday, this 1450 meter cube per person means basically something like 3,800 liters of water per day. Our requirement for drinking water is something like 135 liter per person per day in urban areas and 55 liters in rural areas. So why should there be a problem of drinking water also? And if it is there, that means basically we are not managing our water well. So need of the day is basically to manage our water well, shift a bit of emphasis only from a large dams to millions and millions and millions of small structures. And that is what is being done actually. In every district, we are trying to revive each and every water bodies. And there are a lot of districts which have basically taken a special campaign just to revive the water bodies. Banda today has Kuan Talao Jiao Abhiyan. A lot of people think that in the days when you are giving water from the tap, what is the importance of making alive a Kuan and Talao? But it is the Kuan and Talao, we will rejuvenate them and then we will get water from the tap. Otherwise we will have a tap, but there will be no water coming from the tap. There are districts which identify all its water bodies, have removed encroachment, and they are reviving, whether it's under MGNREGA, whether under CSR, whether under Mineral Development Fund. A lot of good work is being done. And that's why I hold a 2.5 hours dialogues with the district magistrates every Saturday from 3:30 to 5:30, 6 p.m. We hold and where the districts comes, and I have already interacted with more than 50 district magistrates where they present what is they are doing as far as making their district water secure. Because I still feel that the problem of water, especially drinking water, is a localized problem. And we must find a local solution and not only transporting water from a long distance for our needs like our drinking water actually. So what we are trying to do under this Atal Bhujal Yojana, that we are saying participatory groundwater management. Why can't villagers basically measure how much rainfall is there or how his water table is going up and down? And based on that, with a bit of capacity building, he knows how to prepare a water budget. Everybody, even every household, we know how to prepare budget in the sense that what is my income and what is my expenditure. So how much water I am receiving and how much water I am consuming, and whether it's a deficit budget or with a surplus budget. And if it's a deficit budget, then you have what is called a water security plan. And then he decides that what kind of supply side measures, what kind of demand side measures he should do. And this is not something new concept. You are aware, yesterday in some forum, a CII has called Popat Rao Pawar. The gentleman called 20-year, he's a sarpanch for last 20 years of Popat Rao Pawar. Hibre Bazaar, everybody has heard of Hibre Bazaar. And the rainfall there is just 450 millimeter. And that village is water secure, and the village, basically village is a very prosperous village just because they have been able to manage water well. And today it's not just a Hibre Bazaar. There are thousands of such villages. But our problem is that India is a very huge country, and we have more than, I think about 6-7 lakhs villages actually. So our problems are much bigger, much more complex than many other countries. We are not a Singapore, we are not a Dubai. So, but yes, I can tell you that a lot of good work is being done as far as the water sector is concerned. And I exhort everyone, because this is something which everyone can do. If I try, I can also save 5 or 10 liters of water in my house actually. So right from a student, for example, right now we are only asking students to just save 1 liter of water every day actually. So what I am saying is that my take is that India is not really a kind of a water scarce country which everybody talks of. All we need to do is we need to manage water. We need to manage our water bodies. We need to understand our rivers. We need to understand water. We must respect water. In fact, I would end my this thing with the 5 R's of water, which I keep advocating in different forums. First 3 are, of course, everybody knows that reduce, recycle, and reuse water. Reduce the consumption, so that's a demand side management. Recycle and reuse, everybody talks of. I also talk of that we have finalized a national policy on recycle reuse of water. A number of states today have a recycle reuse policy, and under implementation, states like Gujarat, states like Tamil Nadu, Haryana also brought one very recently. But then 4th and 5th R are no less important. The 4th R is recharge. We must recharge groundwater. In a very simple term, I keep saying that अगर हम धरती माँ को पानी पिलाएंगे तो धरती माँ हमें भी पानी पिलाएंगी. So we must recharge groundwater. And 5th R, which is most important, is respect. We must respect water. I was reading recently a book, how Israel has managed its water with so less rainfall. So I thought that it will talk of only technology, it will talk of micro irrigation, it will talk of country-long kind of a pipeline. But if you read a first chapter or so, it just talks of how people in Israel respect water actually. And we were respecting water. Maybe somewhere down the line we have lost that respect for water. We must start respecting water. ऐसा ना हो जैसे कहते हैं तुम पानी को तो पैसे की तरह बहा रहे हो. That means पानी is something वो बहाने की चीज है actually. No. So we must bring back the respect to the water. Water is a subject where one could perhaps speak for very long, but I have already taken, I think Aishwarya was very, I say most kind to me to say that you can take as much time as you want. Perhaps he didn't know that I could speak for so long. But anyway, I'm thankful that nobody interrupted me and said that your time is up and you should stop now. So I would stop now here, and thank you very much for giving this opportunity. It was nice sharing my views with that, and I would request the organizers that whatever comes kind of an outcome of this, of course you have dealt both renewable energy as well as water. So whatever the recommendations or the good suggestions relates to water sector, kindly share with us. We would certainly take that input very seriously, which will make basically will help us in fine-tuning our policies as well as our programs and their implementation. Thank you very much, and thanks again the organizers for giving me an award yesterday. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for explaining at length on government initiatives on water management in both rural and urban areas in our country. Thank you so much. It was a very enlightening speech. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Awards 2020 now. We feel privileged to acknowledge the achievements of brilliant and hardworking people who have made the entire energy sector as well as the entire country proud with their achievements. And these awards not only acknowledge success, they also recognize many other qualities like ability, struggle, effort, and above all, excellence. So the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Excellence Awards were started way back in 2011, and they truly serve as a tribute to the winners' professionalism and commitment to demonstrate excellence in the energy sector. Can we have the roll of honor, please?
Aishwarya, roll of honor will not be there, but we have to cut short individual award followed by institutional awards. State.
All right, sir. So Mr. UP Singh will be giving away the individual awards virtually to the outstanding professionals who are joining us, and there are institution awards as well. So let us start with the individual awards first. So the EEF Global Awards 2020 are being selected by eminent jury. Let us start with the winner of the EEF Global Water Leadership Awards 2020. And this award is being bestowed by Mr. VG Pradeep, Larsen and Toubro Limited. Can we have a virtual round of applause, please, for Mr. VG Pradeep? Do we have Mr. VG Pradeep joining us?
Yeah, good afternoon all. Good afternoon, esteemed guests and audience present here. I am extremely honored to be receiving this leadership award. I am grateful for the acceptance that the committee has shown for my efforts in the field of water supply and water management. And all of us know in the recent times we have been seeing cities experiencing acute water availability issues with growing human interactions with the nature. We have to better strategize and redesign the water supply system so that every individual has easy access to clean and safe drinking water. I am happy to be part of the water and effluent treatment business of L&T, a major contributor towards the growth of water infrastructure in the country. I would also like to thank the senior leadership of L&T for showing faith in me and providing the opportunity to develop my skills in this sector. I also would like to appreciate Energy and Environment Foundation for the commendable job in showcasing India's potential for investment in the water sector and in providing a platform for showcasing the state-of-the-art technologies to be implemented in the water projects through his 4th World Water Summit. I once again thank the panel members and Energy and Environment Foundation for this wonderful acknowledgement. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, and very, very congratulations. Of course, these awards and ceremonies are all in applause of discipline over the years that you have had. And now let me announce the EEF Water Exemplary Leadership Award. And this award is being bestowed upon Mr. Dilip Yewalkar, Jain Irrigation Systems Limited. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much for the award. And thank you very much for Energy Environment team for selecting me for this award. Thank you very much. Hello.
Right, sir. Thank you so much and congratulations. Of course, these rewards for work well done is an opportunity to do more. And next is the EEF Water Women Professional Award. And this award is being bestowed upon Ms. Pavani Saroja K. Larsen and Toubro Limited.
Thank you, ma'am. Myself, Pavani Saroja, working in Larsen and Toubro for the past 10 years. Respected chief guests, higher dignitaries from Australia and India, ladies and gentlemen, a warm good afternoon to one and all. As a self-introduction, I'm extremely honored to receive this Global Water Women Professional Award in such a great platform of dignitaries. I thank my organization and senior management for identifying my award and nominating me for the award. I also sincerely thank Jury Board of Energy and Environment Foundation for shortlisting me for this prestigious award. Being a woman, receiving this award in women category is really a pride moment. I promise and I assure that hereafter also in upcoming years, I will keep my enthusiasm of winning much more awards. I thank you once again.
Very many congratulations, ma'am. Of course, all our dreams come true if we have the courage to pursue them, and you have pursued your dreams, and that is how you're getting the award. Congratulations to you. And next, it is the EEF Water Women Entrepreneur Award for this year, 2020, and it is being given to Ms. Arushi Nisham, Chairperson of Sparsh Ganga. Of course, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. As Billie Jean King said, that champions keep playing until they get it right. And let me now announce the EEF Water Professional Award 2020. The recipient of the award is PDG Ranjan Dhingra, India Water Conservation Trust. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much. Indeed, it is an honor and privilege for me to accept this very prestigious Energy and Environment Excellence Global Award 2020 on Water on behalf of Rotary India Water Conservation Trust. In fact, water has been on the agenda of Rotary since 2003. And now, since 2016, it is one of the 7 focus areas of Rotary International. As you know, Rotary International is of all leaders of various vocations and professions in the world. And in India, we have a total strength of 160,000 Rotarians with 38,600 clubs. But under the Rotary India Water Conservation Trust, we have joint ventures with a number of partners in the country and have gone in for watershed development projects in Rajasthan and the Pan India too. We have recently coined an acronym under Rotary India Water Mission, Rotary India Water Conservation Trust, known as WATER. W means watershed development, which means we have to construct check dams, gabion structures, etc. Under A, we have an awareness program. Under T, we have the transformation, rejuvenation of the water bodies. And under E, we have the efficient use of water, like UP Singh right now said, that we need to talk about 5 R's. Yes, under W, we have the initial R of recharging, and under efficient use, we have reduce, recycle, respect, and even the reuse of the water. And the last one we have R, that is rainwater harvesting. In fact, we have a mantra known as service is the rent we pay for the space we occupy on this earth. That is how the Rotarians work throughout. And we have a target which talks about the 10% of the total outlay of the Ministry of Jal Shakti in water development or the water projects between 2020 to 2025. And if you look into our targets of Rotary on pan-India basis, which we are doing it, we will do it. The under watershed development program, we have about 10,000 watershed structures to be built.
Mr. Dhingra, this is not a keynote address. This is just acceptance, please.
Okay, I'm grateful to all of you for giving me the swing open this award. And thank you very much, sir. Rotary India Water Conservation is grateful to each one of you for having this faith on us. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Mr. Dhingra. Indeed, genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. And it is that the genius in you that is being acknowledged through these awards. And now let me announce the Energy and Environment Foundation Water Young Professional Award, and it is being bestowed upon Mr. Saran Raj from Larsen and Toubro Limited.
Good afternoon, honorable guests and respectable dignitaries. I'm extremely happy to receive this award from the Energy and Environment Foundation in category of Water Young Professional Awards. It's a huge honor for me to receive this award, and I'm deeply honored by EEF jury for this recognition of our work in water management. This will definitely increase our responsibility in focusing on our future initiatives in sustainable water management. At this point, I would like to thank my leaders, Mr. E.P. Sajis, our SBG head, our BU head, Mr. Chandreshwaran, our cluster head, Mr. V.G. Pradeep, for motivating me and giving me constant support of all my initiatives. I would like to thank all our project managers who have been supported inevitably with all the hard times to get our initiatives successful on time. Finally, I would like to thank all my colleagues and my family for supporting me to achieve this success. Thank you all for this award and motivation. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. Pandya. And now it is time for the EEF, that is the Energy and Environment Foundation Organizations Award. We are moving from the individual awards to the organization awards. And first, in this category, let me announce the Global Green Building Awards in the Platinum category, and it is being bestowed upon two organizations. First is NBCC India Limited, and the second is Renew Power Limited. And on behalf of NBCC India Limited, we have Mr. Rajendra Chaudhary, Director Commercial, joining us. Congratulations, sir, on getting the award. Mr. Rajendra, can you hear us?
I extend my warmest greeting to all of you. It's humbling to be recognized as Global Green Building Awardee for the project Mahatma Gandhi International Convention Center, Niamey, Niger, in the Platinum category 2020. This project has been built in a record time of 14 months by NBCC and is first established Mahatma Gandhi Convention Center in Africa. The establishment of the center is a landmark for Niger-India friendship, as also a symbol of India's firm commitment towards Africa. This has been extraordinary. We have all come together around a unified goal for becoming better construction system. Our vision at NBCC is the finest construction organization in the world. So we are continuing to raise our bar and push ourselves to the best, very best. Thank you very much again for giving the Platinum category award for the Mahatma Gandhi International Convention Center built by NBCC at Niamey, Niger. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, sir. Of course, where victims see adversity, the extreme achievers see opportunity. And that is why today we are bestowing this honor upon all the achievers. Let me next announce the EEF Global Environment Awards 2020 in the Platinum category. And the award is being given to the Institute of Petroleum Safety, Health and Environment Management, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Limited. And let me announce Mr. Atul Garg, GM and HOI IPS HEM is now joining us. Congratulations, Mr. Garg, on winning the award.
Thank you very much. All the learned authorities, all directors of Energy and Environment Foundation, all respected jury members of the award, I, on behalf of ONGC, humbly accept the honor bestowed to IPSHM unit at Goa. I dedicate this award to my CMD and Board of Directors for reposing faith in Goa office of ONGC. Thanks for the award. I take this opportunity to invite all the Environment and Energy Foundation office bearers to visit ONGC campus at Goa, which is the Carbon Neutral Institute of ONGC. Thank you very much. Thank you. So nice of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And congratulations. It's a great pleasure to hear about that. And the EEF Global Environment Award 2020 in the Platinum category is also being bestowed upon BSES Yamuna Power Limited. And we have with us Mr. Jitendra Nalwaya, Vice President, Systems Operation and Sustainability and Clean Technologies, joining us right now. Congratulations, Mr. Jitendra Nalwaya.
Yeah, thank you very much for the same, and respected dignitaries. I mean, on behalf of BYPL, we express our gratitude and thanks for this award, and we gratefully accept the great token of appreciation. I mean, as all know, I mean, BYPL is one of the utility, and we are the front runner in bringing the green and innovative technologies with a partnership around world with the leading institutions. And we are trying to making best use in the power distribution space for sustainability and environmental gains. Thanks, and this will motivate us in future to align ourselves in a sustainable future. Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations, sir. Of course, what mind can conceive and believe and the heart desire, of course, you can achieve. And this is what we are celebrating through these awards today. And the EEF Global Environment Award 2020 in the Platinum category is also being bestowed upon Jindal Stainless Hisar Limited. And we have with us Mr. Sandeep Agarwal, GM, Central Electrical, joining us at the moment. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Respected jury and dignitary of event, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to everyone. I am Sandeep Agarwal, one of the energy leaders of Jindal Stainless Hisar Limited. I sincerely thank the Energy and Environment Foundation and jury to select Jindal Stainless Hisar Limited for this prestigious Energy and Environment Foundation Global Environment Award 2020 in Platinum category. Believe me, ladies and gentlemen, it is a very proud recipient who is standing here before you. In JSHL, conservation of energy and environment is an essential aspect, and without conserving energy, there is no way in which we can compete in the market and protect the environment for our future. JSHL is committed to achieving the best of class energy standard and be using energy conservation as a primary strategy for affordable stainless steel to all. Once again, thank you all for this award and a kind of encouragement to continue efforts towards the sustainable development of society. Thank you very much.
Congratulations on this great achievement, sir. And the EEF Global Environment Award 2020 in the Platinum category is also been bestowed upon L&T Hydrocarbon Engineering Limited. And we have with us Mr. Abhishek Srivastava, Group HSE, joining us at the moment. Congratulations, Mr. Srivastava, on winning the award.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And thank you all the jury members and the Energy and Environment Foundation to recognizing our effort in these sectors. It is my great privilege to take this award on the behalf of L&T Hydrocarbon Engineering. We are associated with the oil and gas sectors where we are delivering world class of projects to the nation and across the world. In our business process, environment is the integral part, even at the design stage, where we try and adopt the green technologies. We are also committed towards the responsible use of the natural resources and also protecting them by using the principles of the 4 Rs, waste minimizations, and using of the digital initiatives. By these things, I am concluding myself and also assure you that we'll follow the journey with the continual improvement. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, and congratulations, and hoping for much more awards to you. Of course, what you get by achieving your goal is not as important as what you become by achieving these goals. And now it is time for me to announce the EEF Global Environment Awards 2020 in the gold category. And the winners of this award are, first, Vayunanda Power Limited, and we have with us Mr. Yashpal Ori, Director, joining us. Congratulations, sir, on winning the award. Do we have Mr. Ori, Director of Vayunanda Power Limited, joining us?
Next, please.
All right, I think he'll be joining us soon. Let me announce the award for the EF Global Environment Award 2020 in the gold category is also being bestowed upon Ernst & Young. And from the company, we have Mr. Yuvraj Dinesh Babu, Team Leader, Suprabha, that is a Sustainable Partnership for Rooftop Solar Acceleration in Bharat, joining us. Mr. Babu, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Aishwarya. A very good morning to all the delegates. First of all, I would like to thank the Energy and Environment Foundation and the jury of the World Renewable Energy Technology Congress for bestowing this award to the Suprabha TA program, which is implemented by Ernst & Young and its partners. Suprabha stands for Sustainable Partnership for Rooftop Solar Acceleration in Bharat, which is a 5-year, $13 million assistance program for creating an ecosystem for 17 Indian states for rooftop solar and is well guided by SBI, MNRE, and the World Bank. It has enabled a lot of tenders, over 600 megawatt in 15 states, and have trained 1,500 stakeholders and developed the unified web portal for 11 states. As a team leader, I'm so honored and feel privileged to receive this award, which is a result of an excellent teamwork of over 50 professionals from Ernst & Young, IDAM, Emergent Ventures, Edelman, Skill Council for Green Jobs, and GSES. I'm especially grateful to several amazing people who have supported this journey and the reason I am up here right now and receiving this award. I would like to thank all the 17 state nodal agencies, 31 DISCOMs, and central agencies who have given us the opportunity to support them since 2017. Special gratitude to all the officials from MNRE, World Bank, and SBI for their constant support and guidance. I know that our work is far from over, but I'm extremely proud that Suprabha's accomplishments has made a difference in thousands of people's lives and made sunshine on their roofs. This award will further motivate us to roll up our sleeves and continue this journey with more dedication than ever. Thank you once again for giving us this wonderful moment to rejoice forever.
Thank you so much, sir, and congratulations. We're hoping more accolades come your way. And the next recipient of the EEF Global Environment Award 2020 in the gold category is Mugama Consultants Private Limited. And we have with us Dr. Girija Bharat, Founder Director, joining us. Congratulations on winning the award, Dr. Bharat.
Thank you so much. I much appreciate Energy and Environment Foundation and the jury for bestowing the Global Environment Award on Mugama Consultants Private Limited and recognizing our efforts and passion towards the cause of sustainability of the environment. Gratefully accept it. Our vision has been to improve the quality of life of communities by applying global knowledge to local context. The essence of our work aims to achieve many of the sustainable development goals. I appreciate the efforts of all my colleagues, especially my colleague Ms. Avanti Roy Basu at Mugama Consultants. Thanks again to Energy and Environment Foundation for bestowing this honor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and very many congratulations once again. Of course, it is said that achievement seems to be connected with action. Successful people keep moving, they make mistakes, but they do not quit. And that is what we are celebrating through these awards today. And now it is time to announce the Environment and Energy Foundation's Global Sustainability Awards 2020 in the Platinum category. And let me announce the name of the first recipient, and it is Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. Mr. R.P. Singh, the HSSC Corp, is now joining us. Congratulations, Mr. Singh, on winning the award.
Yeah, thank you. Respected dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon. On behalf of Bharat Petroleum, first I'd like to thank jury for selecting us for this prestigious award. We are honored. BPCL, a Maharatna oil and gas public sector unit, we work on the principle of triple bottom line: people, planet, and profit. In fact, last year we generated 43.43 megawatt of renewable energy. In fact, 30%, 37% more than the previous year. We reduced emission by 1,795,000 metric ton of carbon dioxide. We use approximately 8.2 lakh square meter of land area for rainfall harvesting. We have introduced Lifeline Express, basically hospital on train, to help the people in remote area. Our project Boon has helped 248 villages, falls in the 6 states, and these villages have become water positive. We incurred 3.5% under CSR activities against our target of 2%. I assure all the members, BPCL is committed for sustainable development. We once again thank jury, members of Energy and Environment Foundation for considering us for this prestigious project. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and congratulations. And the EEF Global Sustainability Award 2020 in the Platinum category is also being bestowed upon Tata Steel BSL Limited. And Mr. Subodh Pandey, Chief Operating Officer, is now joining us live on this virtual platform. Congratulations, Mr. Pandey.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. And I would like to thank Energy and Environment Foundation for conferring us with this prestigious award. Environment is a never-ending journey, and I think we've just taken a nascent step towards it. And I'm sure this award will motivate us to scale up new heights on environment front. Thank you everyone. Thank you to the juries and the foundation.
Thank you, sir, and congratulations. As Robin Sharma said, that small daily improvements over time lead to stunning results, and you are now bearing the fruits of the daily efforts that you've been making in this field for last so many years. And now let me announce the EEF Global Sustainability Awards 2020 in the gold category, and the winner of the award is ESAF Small Finance Bank, and we have with us Mr. K. Paul Thomas, Managing Director and CEO, joining us. Congratulations, Mr. Thomas.
Excellencies, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, warm good afternoon to all of you. At ISAF Small Finance Bank, we consider this a great joy to receive the Global Sustainability Award from EDF. ISAF, in its journey of 3 decades, has a triple bottom line approach: people, planet, prosperity. That's what differentiates our products and services. Let me wholeheartedly thank the jury and the office bearers of Energy and Environment Foundation for selecting ISAF Small Finance Bank for the Global Sustainability Award 2020. Let me also appreciate all my colleagues for pursuing the sustainability mission over the years. We appreciate the vision of Energy and Environment Foundation as you have captioned it, for a better life on a greener planet. That's exactly the story of ISAF that you have recognized through this award. In our journey of impacting over 4.4 million people and their families spread over in 20 of the 30 states of India as a social bank, we congratulate all other winners too, as we journey together for a sustainable world as a legacy to leave to our next generation. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, sir. And now let me also announce the EAF Global Sustainability Award 2020 in the gold category. The award has also been bestowed upon Sprung Energy Private Limited. And we have with us Mr. Amit Gupta, Head ESG, joining us live on this virtual platform. Congratulations, Mr. Gupta.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Energy and Environment Foundation for bestowing this award to us. And this is second in continuation, which really motivates us to do better in our area. I would also like to thank my team and Spring Management for this award. And as a company, Spring is always committed for 2 key issues, being a renewable energy platform. One is water conservation, and other one is the biodiversity in the project. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Congratulations on winning this award. Of course, as I said earlier, genius is 1% perspiration, 99% perspiration, and 1% inspiration. And that is what we are getting from you. A lot of perspiration that went into your efforts, and we are getting inspired by your efforts as well. And let me now announce the Energy and Environment Foundation Global Waste Med Awards 2020 in the gold category, and it is being bestowed upon 2 companies. First is Runaya Refining, and we have Mr. Ananya Agarwal, CEO, and Mr. Ramesh Deshpande, Chief Operating Officer from the company, both of them joining us on this virtual platform. Congratulations to both of you. Can we have Mr. Agarwal first?
Yes, thank you so much. I think on behalf of the entire Runaya family, I'd like to thank the members of the jury and the Energy and Environment Foundation for this prestigious award. We're very proud to have won this award at such an early stage in our journey. Currently, Runaya has deployed technologies to prevent 30,000 tons of waste from entering landfills each year. And every 3 years, we hope to add to go 10 times that. So 6 years from now, our ambition is to prevent 3 million tons of waste from entering landfills each year. We leverage technology and global partnerships to implement sustainable solutions in the resources and manufacturing sector. This is the first time something like this is happening in India. And we're extremely delighted to be recognized with such a prestigious award. And this will motivate our team to continue to work harder and to continue to find solutions to make the resources sector more sustainable. And even for my COO, Mr. Ramesh Deshpande, I think this has been a very nice achievement for us. Thank you.
Congratulations to Runaya Refinery for joining us and winning the award. Do we have Mr. Deshpande right now at the moment from Runaya Refinery?
I don't think
All right.
I don't think Ramesh was able to do.
All right. Congratulations on winning the laurel, sir. And the EF Global Waste Met Award 2020 in the gold category is also being bestowed upon Sterlite Technologies Limited, Zero Waste to Landfill. And we have with us Mr. Umesh Dharmendra, who is representing the company. Do we have Mr. Umesh Dharmendra joining us? Congratulations, sir. Indeed, awards and ceremonies are all an applause of discipline. I don't think he's here at the moment with us. So let me move on and let me announce the EEF Global Industrial Water Project of the year 2020. And ladies and gentlemen, the award for the Global Industrial Water Project of the year 2020 is being given to Reliance Industries Limited, the Dahej Manufacturing Unit, and we have with us Mr. Seatnan Bhomik, Head CTS, who is joining us live on this virtual platform. Congratulations on winning the award, Mr. Bhomik.
Yeah, thank you. Indeed, it's a pleasure to win the award, and thanks to Energy and Environment Foundation. We have taken several initiatives in the past few years to conserve water and to recycle water, but we understand that the need is much more, and in the coming years, it's going to be even more difficult. So we'll not rest on our laurels and continue our efforts further. Thanks again to the Energy and Environment Foundation. Thank you.
Indeed, sir. Congratulations, and well said that the reward for the work well done is an opportunity to do more. And let me now announce the EEF Global Water Project of the year 2020 and the Project on Water Technology Initiative, that is WTI, and it is being given to Department of Science and Technology, Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India. We have Dr. Sanjay Kumar, scientist, who is joining us. Congratulations, Dr. Kumar.
Thank you very much. This is Dr. Neelima Alam, Scientist E from DST on behalf of Department of Science and Technology, Water Technology Initiative team, Dr. Sanjay Bajpai, Scientist G, DST, myself, Dr. Neelima, Scientist E, and Dr. Sanjay Kumar, Scientist D, together take this opportunity to express our gratitude towards the constant support, visionary guidance, and nurturing this unique, solution-centric, technology-based initiative received from Professor Ashutosh Sharma, Secretary DST, and Head TMD EWO, Dr. Rajiv Tayal, for their relentless support and visionary guidance and hand-holding this initiative to the newer heights. This initiative also owes its success and growth to all the former flag bearers associated with the program, as well as the whole WTI diaspora and community, including experts, academicians, researchers, and various stakeholders. WTI also acknowledges the Energy and Environment Foundation's role to bring water, energy, environment, and related professionals from around the world together and offer new insights into cutting-edge research, technological innovation, and leading practices shaping the major transformation in water management. WTI thanks EEF for this encouraging and heartening recognition to DST Water Technology Initiative. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Dr. Neelima and the entire team for the wonderful efforts that you've been making, and wishing more laurels for you. And let me now announce the EEF Global Wastewater Project of the year 2020. And the award is being given to Suez Group. And we have with us Mr. Pierre Poliquin, Senior VP Group Sustainable Development, who is joining us. Congratulations, sir, on winning the award. Do we have Mr. Pierre joining us? All right, let me move on and let me next announce the EEF Global Water Conservation PSU Project of the Year 2020. And it is being awarded to Mr. F.R. Sherwani, Chief Engineer, WAP COS Limited. Congratulations, Mr. Sherwani.
This prestigious award to WAPCOS, including me, by acknowledging our efforts in water conservation done by us. And I'm very grateful to Energy and Environment Foundation for conferring this award to me. And I, on behalf of WAPCOS, extends our warm greetings and congratulations to Dr. Anil Garg Saab and his team, and Anil Razdan Saab for their motivational speeches and efforts done in organizing such a big virtual conference on a mass scale. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, sir. Indeed, the champions keep playing until they get it right. And in fact, after getting the awards, they continue their efforts. Thank you so much. And we hope that your efforts go in the right direction and you get many more awards in the years to come. And it is now time for me to announce the EEF Global Excellence in Water Management Project of the Year 2020. And the award is being given to Reliance Industries Limited, Jamnagar Manufacturing Division. And we have with us Mr. Surinder Saini, Cluster President and Head, joining us. Congratulations, Mr. Saini. Do we have Mr. Surinder Saini joining us from Reliance Industries Limited? Okay, let me move on. Now let me announce the EEF Global Water Project of the Year 2020. The award is being given to Larsen & Toubro Limited, Nashik WSP, and we have with us Mr. VG Pradeep, Cluster Head, Urban Water and Water Management, joining us. Congratulations, Mr. Pradeep, on winning the award. Do we have Mr. Pradeep?
Yeah. Once again, thank you, Energy and Environment Foundation, for selecting Nashik Water Supply Projects as Global Water Project of the Year. So once again, we commit ourselves, bringing up such more wonderful projects in future also, and it will increase our commitment towards achieving the deliverables. And so once again, thank you for the jury for selecting us. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, sir, and very many congratulations to you. Now let me announce the EEF Global Water Reuse Project of the Year 2020. The award is being given to Reliance Industries Limited, Naguthane Division, and we have with us Mr. Mayur Thalati, Vice President, Central Technical Services, joining us. Congratulations, Mr. Mayur Thalati. Indeed, a recognition of all the hard work that you've been doing over the years. All right, let me move on. The next award is the EEF Global Smart Water Conservation Project of the Year 2020. The winner is Reliance Industries Limited, Silvassa Manufacturing Division, and Mr. A.K. Jain, Area President, PFY RIL SMD, is now joining us live on this virtual platform. Congratulations to you, Mr. Jain. All right, let's move on. Let me next announce the EEF Global Mineral Water Project of the Year 2020. This joint award goes to Balatonosod Mineral Water Project, Blackstock Mineral Water Gift, and we have with us Dr. Raymond Ebol Hassani, General Manager, joining us. Congratulations, Dr. Raymond, on winning the award. The award is also being given to CHD for us KFT Mineral Water Project, Lackner Ventures in Consulting, Austria, and we have with us Dr. Maximilian Lackner joining us. Congratulations, sir, on winning this award. Do we have the awardees with us at the moment? Okay, let me move on. It is time for me to next announce the EEF Global Water Conservation NGO of the Year 2020. The award is being given to Purti Sinchan Samruddhi Kalyankari Sanstha, Wardha. And we have with us Mr. Madhu Govind Kotasthane, Secretary, who's joining us. Congratulations, sir.
And P.R. Mundle, sir. This global award for water conservation is recognition to our work for rainwater harvesting, conservation and groundwater recharge. The pattern is known as Tamaswada pattern. We have got very fine and visible impact, which is helpful to establish strong rural economy, agroeconomy, ultimately high growth in income of farmer and labor. We are again thankful to Energy and Environment Foundation, which has built up our moral of each member of our NGO, Purti Sinchan Kalyankari Samruddhi Sanstha and Team Water is Life. This award has given us more energy to work for preservation and conservation of traditional and natural water sources, as good as most valuable nature and environment. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, and very, very congratulations. Of course, all these awards that come your way are but an applause of your discipline, your hard work, and the efforts that you've been making and making Earth a better place to live in. Congratulations to you. Now it is time for me to announce the EEF Global Water Conservation Company of the Year 2020. And the award goes to CESC Limited, Bajbaj Generating Station. And we have with us Mr. Snehasis Samadar, Vice President, BBGS, joining us. Congratulations, sir, on winning the award.
आपला फोटो आला त्यात किती जण होते? 3 जण होते का?
Do we have Mr. Samadar, Vice President to BBGS from CESC Limited? All right, let me move on. Let me next announce the EEF Global Digital Water Company of the Year 2020. The award goes to Larsen & Toubro Limited, WETIC, and we have with us Mr. Hari Krishnan B, Manager, joining us on this virtual platform. Do we have Mr. Hari Krishnan joining us? Congratulations, Mr. Hari Krishnan, for joining us. All right, so Larsen & Toubro Limited, WETIC, has got 2 awards. That is the Global Digital Water Company of the Year and the Global Water Company of the Year as well. So the 2 awards are being given to Larsen & Toubro Limited, WETIC, and Mr. Hari Krishnan B, the manager, is going to receive the award. I think that is all that we have as far as the awards go. And congratulations to all the winners. And we hope that this And we hope that these awards go a long way in not only inspire you to do better work, but also inspires your co-workers, your colleagues, and everyone around you to do good work like the way you've been doing, and the kind of efforts and perspiration that goes into it. Congratulations to all the winners today. And now I invite Dr. Anil Garg, President, World Renewable Energy Technology Congress and World Water Summit 2020, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Distinguished dignitaries, Mr. Rajdan, Mr. UP Singh, His Excellency, and the award winners, heartiest congratulations to you and your organization for this excellent work done by your end. I wish many more success in times to come. Good time again, sunshine, and your work will motivate your team and other Indians and other fellow throughout the world. This is a global award which is just winner include from India, Spain, Hungary, and many other countries of Africa. So our congratulations from Energy and Environment team for your excellent work, and this will continue in times to come. We will meet every year, and in 2021 in August, hopefully we will have a live meeting with you. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Garg. And thus, we've come to an end of the awards session at the moment. And I'd request everyone to keep joining us and make the most of these not just two-day event this year, but every year, to highlight and celebrate the achievements of all the achievers, exchange information, share experiences and best practices in the energy sector, and of course, make Earth a better place to live in. Let's make all the efforts that we can do, because of course we have no planet B. And with that, we come to the end of this award session. We'll have the keynote session starting in a short while from now. But before that, we'll have a quick virtual networking break. Thank you so much for joining us. Aishwarya will take a break now, and I hope that you have a good day ahead, and the keynote session awaits you all. So let's see you again at 1:30 p.m. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Atul.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Gar साहब. बहुत बढ़िया लगा. बहुत अच्छा. So nice of you for bestowing Platinum Award.
Thank you, sir. It will continue in times to come.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Always. Thank you, sir.